Hi everyone, this is Nathan again with the ebookreader.com. So I'm going to do something kind of different with this video today. I'm going to compare the Kobo Aura 1 here on the left with the Fire HD 8 here on the right. So I wanted to compare the reading experience on these two, since the Kobo is an e-ink e-reader, and of course the Kindle Fire tablet is a LCD e-reader. So the reading experience is quite a bit different when you go with these two different devices. And the first thing that struck me about the Fire HD8 is just how much bigger and heavier it is than the Kobo Aura 1, because I'm used to the Kobo Aura 1, but they're like the same size, but I mean, it's just way heavier and way thicker. So the Kobo weighs 230 grams and the Kindle weighs 369 grams, so a huge difference. And the thickness is a huge difference too. The Kindle's almost 10 millimeters thick, the Kobo is like 6.9 millimeters thick. So I've been using the Kobo for the past several months, and I was just really surprised by how much of a difference there is with the Fire HD8, just how it feels in your hand for one, because Fire HD8 is really like a two-handed e-reader for most aspects, because it's quite heavy with the large battery that the LCD uses, and the Kobo is just so much lighter, so much more comfortable to hold in your hands. And another big difference, obviously, with the screens, the Fire with the LCD, you get like mirror-like reflections. So like with the window in the background, you can see it as clear as day, whereas on the ink reader, it's just sort of like a light glow. Same with the light. So it does have a little bit of reflections, but with the like the LCD, it's like a mirror. So obviously, huge difference when you're reading outside. They both also have this sort of orange light feature for night reading to filter out the blue light. The Kobo's is quite a bit different than like the on a tablet. It's a little bit more orange, but you get kind of more of a reddish color if you adjust it. And then the Kobo's is a lot softer at the middle settings. So they both have these designed for reading, for night reading. So you can kind of tweak the settings however you want. Just take some trial and error. I kind of just like the regular light best myself, but because I don't have a problem falling asleep. But it just sort of depends on how you use your device. So again, quite a bit different sort of style between the two as far as the night reading feature goes. Then with the Kobos, you can adjust it though, so it kind of changes it a lot in the middle settings. And then you can also set it to automatically come on, so it has that auto setting. And then you can also set your bedtime here, so it kind of adjust depending on the time of day when you go to sleep. So and then the light with the ink e-readers can be turned off entirely. So this is it with no light. So if you don't have like a lamp or something, it'll be totally dark like a regular paper book, where LCD obviously a lot brighter. So big advantage with tablets: fast. You can scroll through multiple pages, no problem at all. Ink e-readers, you don't really have that. Actually, the Kindle does kind of have that same 9-page view, but the Kobos don't. So it's just a little bit slower as far as navigating goes. You don't have those fancy features. You got more like reading specific features here, like you got the estimated reading timer. So the Kobos, obviously, like when it comes to dedicated readers, you usually have a little bit more settings. Tablets have like the different background colors. The Kindle app does, and then it has few line spacing settings, but the Kobo has a lot more. It's a specialized e-reader, so it has more options when it comes to font. So if we use the same font on both of these, obviously the advantage with Kobos is you can customize the weight of the font, but the disadvantage is sometimes the touchscreen takes 2, maybe 3 times to recognize. Okay, here we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so and then the Kobo is like you got a lot more line spacing and margin settings, so you can fine tune your text. You've also got that justification option, so you got a little bit less options. Well, actually, a lot less options on here, because the line spacing and margin settings really aren't that useful. I mean, 2 of them are, but so you got a lot more options as far as that goes. Here's a closer look at the text. So the Kindle or the Fire tablet has like 189 pixel per inch screen, and the Kobo has 300 pixel per inch. So you get like sharper, more print-like text. And the text is definitely bolder too when you can use that setting. So, but the biggest difference, I'm just surprised by the weight and the thinness between the two. It's just the biggest difference. It's really hard to describe. So obviously tablets, you get a lot more features. You have like this word runner type of feature. So tablets, you can install different apps. You can have audio support. You can have text to speech. So this app has text to speech, and it'll read audiobooks aloud. So obviously you get a lot more complete feature set with tablets than you do with e-ink e-readers. E-ink e-readers are more specialized. Here's a look at some manga, just to give an idea of the page turn difference. Obviously with tablets, it's just smooth. It kind of has the refresh with ink, and the big advantage, of course, is when it comes to like pinch zooming. It just doesn't work well on Kobos at all. It just kind of jitters around and kind of goes all haywire. But and then another thing, I was kind of surprised with comparing these two on here is just how much darker the blacks are on the tablet than they are on an e-ink e-reader. So obviously, it looks a lot better on the tablet. That kind of content, better suited for tablet, web content, color content. Obviously, I'm not going to show any color content. That's totally obvious. So I just kind of wanted to give a quick look at the reading differences on the Kobo, like e-reader versus a tablet, because of the same size. I mean, the screen's completely different ratio, but they're both like 8 inches basically. You got the 16:10 ratio on the Kindle and like a 4:3 ratio on the Kobo. So it just kind of looks a lot different. And then obviously with the way the sun shines on the screen and the reflectivity, it looks a lot different as well. So I just kind of wanted to do a quick comparison. Obviously, like I said, the weight is the hugest thing to me. It's like I'm surprised by how much heavier the Kindle is, the Fire tablets that is. But so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this review. Thank you guys for watching. You have a good day. Check out the ebookreader.com for full reviews and free ebooks.